Here's a little preview and walkthrough activity 4. So the first thing is be sure you know the project milestone 1 is open and you need to watch the Adobe Express video so you know how to set up your web page, and let me know how that's coming along. This is going to jump now to shortcuts. Okay, so hopefully you've gotten through the lecture and you've gotten the shortcuts down. All right, so it says add any function of your choice. Do not use x squared. And the reason why is I'm going to use x squared, but you're not allowed to use x squared. So use something other than x squared. All right, now we're going to find the tangent line at a particular point. So to do this, since I used x squared, with the shortcut, I can very quickly take the derivative with the power rule, bring the 2 down, subtract 1 from the exponent, and so I get my derivative. If I want to find the tangent line at a particular point of interest, I'm picking x equals 1. You can pick x equals 1 as well, or any other number, because you have a different function. And so if I plug in 1 into the derivative, remember this gives me the slope of the tangent line that I can now plug in here for my x equals 1. Well, how do I get this value, y1? Remember, that's when you plug the x value into the original function. All right, so get ready to do this. So now what I want to do here is I want to plot, and go back in because I already forgot my point was what, I guess 1 and 1 and y minus 1, 2. We'll see if I can remember that. So if I plot my point, and so nice, it is on the actual function, and then I do my, my tangent line, I can see that it goes through and it travels the same slope as the function at that point. That's important too. And it is tangent on the function at that only one point. Totally did it first try. Of course I did. And just again, kind of tell me how things are going. Here are all the shortcuts. So you're going to see that the rest of these is you're going to go through. I already know ln is that one. So you're going to go through and match. Ooh, e to the x is an easy one, right? The derivative of e to the x is e to the x. Leave it to you to go through those. When you look at something like this, I know you have a panic attack, but what I would do to start with this is not have a capital X. I would change, like, the cubed root of x to the 5th is the same as x to the 5/3. And then the next one, 4 to the x to the negative, if I can type, to the -2. And then everything else will stay the same. And then you'll take that derivative. And if you cheat, you'll see, you'll be able to find it here. And I even showed you how to rewrite it on one of these multiple choice answers. But I would take the time and write out the steps and see that you understand how to find this actual derivative. Then you move on to applications. And so this is a population, find P of 24. Well, that's just plugging in here, but read through so you understand this. Then find P prime of T, and I even give you a hint here that this is the a to the x. And so I'll leave it up to you to work those out as well. You're going to go back and find the tangent line, okay, for this. So I'll leave, again, that up to you as well. Thinking about domain and range is range we probably don't mention too much, but the domain, as you know, you can't divide by 0, you can't take the square root of a negative number, but also with an application, we want to think about, do we consider negative time, right? And sometimes it might just be the previous years, but you want to think about that as well. And so right here, I'm asking you now to use the tangent line for approximation. So you're putting in the values of what you know, the derivative of what you know, and then the gap. So once again, I'll leave it up to you guys to work all of these out. And then just please get where you're understanding you have a derivative function that if you plug a number in gives you the slope of a tangent line, and we use this tangent line to be able to do approximation. And what this slide is it's just simply a way to let you go through and practice, like, I don't know, what is that? And if I can click 72x to the 11th plus 24x to the 3rd, check my answer. Because this was a constant, so just went away, you can generate, and you could just sit here and practice these, because students always say, I wish I had more practice. All right, please do not forget your milestone, your project, okay, for milestone 1. This is very important. This project's going to grow all semester, so if you don't do this first piece, remember, late work is not accepted, especially on these projects, that this is due on Saturday, so get it done. Reach out with any questions. Don't forget, I do have office hours. Started to have a couple of you guys come in on Fridays, but Fridays noon to 1 if you need help on Desmos. Please also remember that I have placed every single homework, you see them right there, every single homework in Group Me in week 4 topic area, so be sure you catch those as well. And that's all, folks.